Hey everyone, welcome back. And as always, I'm Matt. And the other night I recorded like this 27-minute long diatribe about credit card trifectas. And really what it boiled down to, I think I can say it more concise here, is that credit card trifectas overall, if your system needs a trifecta, you're doing it wrong. And the basis for that is the Capital One dual card setup. Now, I'm not the biggest Capital One fan in the world. I do have the Saver One. I enjoy it quite a lot. I'm not planning on getting a Venture X anytime soon. There's a big value prop of the Venture X. Don't get me wrong, value proposition of it. That would be the sign-up bonus is 75,000 points. It's a 2x catch-all card. It's great for, everyday spend in the Capital One ecosystem, and your miles build up relatively easily with that. You can also transfer your cash back on the Saver One into the Venture cards so that you can create an even bigger pool and utilize the multipliers on the Saver One. And that is a great setup for most people. You're not going to get gas, you're going to get dining, you're going to get groceries, you're going to get streaming, you're going to get Capital One Entertainment, you're going to get Uber One, all on elevated, currently promotional elevated offers with the Saver One. The Venture X, you're going to get 10x on hotels and rentals in the Capital One system travel portal. You're also going to get flights at 5x in the travel portal. So everything works out there. This isn't necessarily a review of the Capital One system, but the ease of use of a two-card setup and capturing most of your everyday spend on it has me intrigued and has me wondering why the other systems aren't looking into something similar. For American Express, they're a closed-loop system. They control every facet of everything. So it sort of makes sense that they'll want you to use multiple cards or pay annual fees in addition to their interchange fees and all of that. But a two-card, kind of everything system for American Express could be something like the Platinum and make the Gold more of a catch-all than the food card, or elevate another card that is, a larger catch-all than the base 2x of the Blue Business Plus. It's just me thinking aloud. I'm not saying that's happening. I'm not saying I want that to happen, but to me, every major travel credit card system can come down to two cards. And the other evidence for that would be the Wells Fargo cashback system, where the autograph is a select 3x on a lot of everyday categories, more categories than you'd think, with gas, EV, travel. Everything that they cover is 3x, and then you have the 2x across the board with the active cash. The Chase setup could get there. They're very close. I've mentioned my gripes with the Chase setup. That is a Dear Chase video. I'll put it on as an ed card. I'm not going to put it up here. I also mentioned my enjoyment of using the Sapphire Reserve. I'll use that as another end card. And that they're close to kind of figuring out a two-card setup if they wanted to. I think they like the Freedom Flex, and I think they're trying to intentionally keep it as a three-card setup, where what you can do in 3 cards, you can more easily do in 2. And that would just mean making a stronger catch-all card, especially in the Chase ecosystem, especially with the introduction of the Freedom Rise. Something's got to happen there. But I don't see the need for a rotating category card. The same can be said in the City system, where the Premier is a great card, and we're waiting for Strata, much like we're waiting for Godot. And the custom cash is good for what it does, but I find the concept not acceptable, basically. There shouldn't be a reason that you have a card that has multiple categories, but you can only spend in one and only get 5x to a certain amount of spend on that card. I find that user hostile. I don't see why we should accept that. Now, don't get me wrong, City Thank You points are great. You can transfer them out to like Avianca and get great value. The question isn't so much the value that you get out of City cards or out of the transfer partners. It's creating the value and needing another card to build upon that value, especially when you have the double cash, which is awesome, and you've got the Premier, which covers a ton of categories in your everyday spend. Your gas, dining, and grocery all at 3x. That's awesome. why then do you need one sort of rotating depending on your spend, and you can only spend up to $500 to get 5x? Why is there a 2,500 point cap every month? That's assuming that you spend $500 in one category on top of all of your other spend. It like concentrates your spend needlessly. And going back to Chase and the Freedom Flex is $1,500 per category, 5x on 2 categories, but you can only combine your spend up to $1,500. And these cards, like the big value add of these cards is you can have multiple Freedom Flexes and custom caches to get 5x in multiple categories. Why should we think that way? Why shouldn't it be simpler is my question. Because there should be, 2 card setups across the board. Amex can be the platinum or the gold as an anchor card, and another better catch-all possibly than the Blue Business Plus, maybe just a stronger catch-all than the Blue Business Plus. You can make it an annual fee card and make it a 3x everything card. I don't see why Amex wouldn't consider something like that. Or it's a 2x everything card, but like the Everyday Preferred, you swipe it 30 times and it gets a 50% elevator. Use the card, increase their interchange fees, get rewarded a little bit further. Just a thought. In Chase, Freedom Unlimited it can be paired with a Sapphire card as, a strong 1-2 punch, assuming the Sapphire cards get a bit of a refresh. Everybody says they need a refresh. I don't disagree. I've said many times that the Sapphire Preferred needs to be burned to the ground and brought back to life as a whole new card, or as basically Chase's answer to the City Premier. The same thing in the City system. Make the Premier a little bit stronger, or whatever's going on with Strata, and pair that with a double cash. Great 2-card setup. Mentioned Wells Fargo with their cash back. The only 3-card setup that makes a certain amount of sense to me is US Bank, where they have the Altitude Go is 4x dining, and the Altitude Connect is 4x travel and gas and EV, and then the Altitude Reserve is 3x in mobile wallet and 1x everything else. Now they all have the Connect and Go also have 2% categories for gas, streaming, and a few others. And they have a streaming credit, which knocks the Connect's annual fee down by about $30. And the Altitude Go can be an effective annual fee of $75. Now that is a strong 3-card setup where each card plays a distinct role. In the other ecosystems, it feels like you're kind of shoehorning a 3rd card into that role out of needing to just generate points and not out of a natural fit for those cards. But that's just me. I don't find trifectas they're not powerful. It just feels like you're needlessly getting a 3rd card because the bank wants you to get a 3rd card, not because it is the best card of the bunch, right? If you're in an all Chase ecosystem, you're either using your Sapphire card every day, or you're leaning heavy on your on your Freedom Unlimited. If you're in the City ecosystem, you're leaning hard on your double cash every day, or your custom cash to do your 1 category for $500, and then you're leaning on your Premier. Now, yeah, we're not all big spenders, but it does feels weird to be constrained by trying to maximize your points. There should just be a nice and easy setup where you get elevated things and the things you do most days, and you have a strong, just flat 2x everything card. Or, maybe something along the lines of the Amex 50% multiplier on 1 card, or 20% multiplier for using the card continuously, making it a workhorse card. You should get rewarded for that. But instead of 27 minutes, I've taken up maybe 10 minutes of your time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know why I'm wrong or why I'm right, or however you feel about it. Definitely look forward to your feedback. As always, thanks for watching. Share, subscribe if you like it, and if you don't, sorry about that. Enjoy. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.